Welcome to My Happy Marriage, where it's all about keeping it in the family. Coming off of season 1 in an OVA of
My bad, my daddy tried to separate your families and kill you to maintain power.
we are finally at the point where Mio and Kyoka can finally live happily ever after. It's not until in-laws. Tis another season of My Happy Marriage, and we have the return of trauma-inducing social dynamics within the family, with Mio finally facing the trauma head-on, mirroring herself. It feels awful to know that she must prove herself that she is worthy. Again. Not just to herself, but her soon-to-be husband's mother. When you thought your traumas are way past you, they find a way to come back in physical form with this demon Mother Teresa. While Mio had every mental barrier that should have continued breaking her mentally, she faced herself head on and said,
That ain't me no more.
and proceeded to save the man that had fully embraced her with all of her kindness and baggage. That baggage? Dream Sight, which is like Freddy Cougar but waifu version, who is here to help protect Mio in her dream sight to Kyoka's reluctance, Cousin NTR. There's nothing like wanting to banish a man from your future wife that keeps trying to get it in, but unfortunately, Cousin NTR, Isuba Arata, is only one of the few people that can actually help Mio keep her dream sight in check. Like most of us that try to make sense of our crazy succubus dreams, Mio hasn't really thought too deeply about the meaning of her dreams. Mio, aishiteru. This is how the first episode of My Happy Marriages Season 2 starts off, with Mio having weird dreams as she discusses with Kyoka and Arata at breakfast. So for this video, we're going to be covering My Happy Marriage, Season 2, Episode 1, Another Kudo Residence. Hazuki takes out Mio to go shopping with Kyoka tagging along. Mio finds the sibling jibber jabber overtaking out Mio shopping to be a part of like this loving family squabble that doesn't involve demeaning each other. It was all fun and games and happy slice of life, and it's not until a plot. A mysterious man with a bucket hat is off in the distance, giving off villainous vibes, while the Kudo siblings are arguing over Mio. In Mio's head is the feeling every woman that is alone in the streets at night is afraid of. Creepers. As Mio is in the middle of feeling this strange sensation of creepiness,
Hi, daughter-in-law.
Hazuki introduces their father, Kudo Tadakio. Kyoka is feeling really spicy about the appearance of his father coming out of nowhere and keeps watching out for Mio physically, repeatedly trying to keep his father at a proper distance from his fiancée. Tadakio states his business as he would like to invite both Kyoka and his fiancée to the Kudo Villa for some good old family bonding time. Is this a time for Mio to finally feel the love, the compassion, and feel like an equal part of a family? I don't know. I like how in the first couple minutes of this episode, it literally sets up everything. From the dream site being the overarching thing in the main plot, and then you have the mysterious antagonist somewhere out there, and right away the story's introducing the struggling family dynamic portion of this, with Kyoka's father making his appearance. The scene shifts to a tea shop and whatever Kyoka's father suggests, Kyoka quickly refuses, except Tadakio pulls out a notice that a bunch of grotesqueries started popping up out of nowhere in their neighborhood, setting up our story's premise even further between Kyoka's side of the family and demon spirits. Once again, Kyoka is pretty much like, you really can't boss me around anymore after you retired from the military. But future father-in-law looks to Mio for confirmation of Kyoka's total coldness. But Mio makes her man blush because her man is actually a nice guy. Ain't that cute, Hazuki? All of a sudden, a plot point comes flying in the form of a paper airplane. What is this? Grade school? Orders given from Prince Takahito himself. Kyoka will actually be helping lead an investigation into the grotesqueries that his father just mentioned. Was that a coincidence? Maybe. So this means on the way to the Kudo daddy household we go. Since Mio has been trapped in misery ever since her mother died, she feels extremely self-conscious about her ignorance of life outside the household and her lack of refinement. But that is why Hazuki-ne-san is there in the first place. just not the divorce side. Kyoka senses that purity and anxiousness oozing out of Mio's eyes. The last time Kyoka heard a sigh this pure was when he dumped all those clout-chasing whores. And that pure sigh was totally his. With Kyoka's grin of pure joy and happiness and his soon wife to be traveling together in harmonious bliss, what can actually go wrong? It flashes back to Okaido Masashi laying out the plans of their investigation of these grotesqueries. Kyoka will go to the scene of the incidents where they will be investigating demons, which is like a different type of grotesquerie. It's still up in the air if people that don't have spirit sight can see these entities or not. Kudo being specifically appointed by the prince Takahito himself means that he is expected to handle these demons himself as they show up. Also, like what was foreshadowed earlier with Mio feeling that she's being creeped on, the plot now adds another mysterious person into the fold to see if these two people are connected to the current rise of grotesqueries in his father's area. Is this the same person? Is this a different person? What connection do they have to these demons? And how does this all connect to the dream sight? So with Mio's OP dream sight ability, in which her ability can do anything from Freddy Kruegering you all the way up to manipulating you, changing memories. It really is an ability that can take down an entire nation. So you can bet that Mio will have a large target right on her back. Kyoka and Mio finally make it into his father's town, greeted by their butler, Sasaki, who gracefully greets Mio with Waka Okusama. It's quite the stark contrast than the belittling titles her father, her stepmother, and her sibling be calling her, and to top it off with that physical violence. After Sasaki drops Kyoka and Mio off at the Kudo villa, they are greeted by an abundant amount of maids. Kyoka's feelings of disdain comes out again as he calls out a certain someone from not greeting them, in which his father calls out to
My honey, boku no Fui-chan.
Oh, we know who wears the pants in this relationship. When the mother comes walking down the steps, Mio sees a motherly dime-piece beauty, but everyone sees.
Oh shit.
Everyone knows they better act right before the real one that runs this family comes marching down these steps, putting her foot down, talking down to everyone, especially her own son, and whatever that little thing is right next to him. The family squabble continues, whether it's Kyoka's sister, father, or even his Ka-san can get this Kyoka rebellious work. His mother is quite sad that his son never ends up visiting them, but a son that has deep-seated resentment towards his parents for whatever reason would be better off avoiding people that remind him of some kind of misery. Mio senses the opposite of what she feels with Kyoka's sibling rivalry with Hazuki and feels what she thought she left behind with trauma due to witnessing this intergenerational conflict between Kyoka and his mother. Mio tries to be as respectful as she can be and quickly introduces herself, but Kyoka's mother ain't having none of that weak Jiko Shokai, as Kyoka's mother is all about that tough love treatment of condescending disrespect. Who is this plain Jane, sorry looking like she comes from the gutter, like she's someone's throwaway side piece? This nobody that Kyoka's with is a somebody that can make you question Kyoka's character. It's a harsh but really a sad reality that we really all do judge each other's partners as a reflection of the other partner, no matter if you like it or not.
Ew, he's with her? How did he pull her?
It's that type of thinking. We all kind of do it, me included. So Kyoka's mother, even though she's coming off as a total asshole, I mean, she's saying the quiet part out loud. As from the mother side of the perspective, she's looking at someone that she just met, and she really is someone that needs to grow into her strength. So right now she comes off as very weak. So right now we can see the character development arc for Mio being able to live up to the expectation of Kyoka's mother. And Kyoka's mother has to go through her own character development. So you have to remember the Kudo family is a powerful family of being someone to be looked up to, not looked down on. So the dynamics here is a perfect start to the season because you can clearly see where all the family dynamics in the Kudo family, where everyone needs to grow. While Kyoka's mother patronizes the woman Kyoka is with as a scruffy maid, lightning strikes! His mother takes it a step further as Kyoka should learn to be more composed, in which his mother is not really that wrong either. You can't lose your cool, which leads to Mio wanting to calm down the situation by apologizing and touching her son. She whips out her fan to hide behind that sinister motherly child abuse. However, dirty maid trash shouldn't be touching Fuyu's son, leading to Mio feeling flustered again and letting go of her man as Fuyu is in complete control of the situation as the intimidating future mother-in-law antagonist despises the idea that a lowly, cowardly, dirty-looking girl will be marrying into the powerful Kudo family. Finally, the pants in the relationship get switched back to the father as he breaks up this back and forth jibber jabber between a loving parent and their rebellious son with his plain Jane wife to be. Kyoka and Mio make their awkward way into the room as Kyoka threatens his mother if he calls out Mio again. Gross. After making it to the room, Kyoka apologizes to Mio for losing his composure, knowing that his mother is a total ass, but Mio reassures him that she will be okay. In the back of her mind, she knows that she has to find a way to gain acceptance from his mother if the relationship with Fuyu will ever get better. You can see the difference already from season 1 to season 2, where in season 1, Mio would totally fold, but now, not only for herself, but for her man, Mio knows she has to show the strength, the gall, to gain the respect against this demon mother Teresa. So after this intense bout with demon mother Teresa, it's time to lighten the mood with Kyoka offering Mio to go on a walk so that he can show her around town. And at the same time, he can gain intel. It was Prince Takahito acting as a friend, or even with him using his ability of revelation that suggested that it would be necessary for them to go on this journey into the Kudo villa with some slice of life beauty of frames along the walk and shopping for some sake. The shop owner reveals some shocking details about someone seeing a demon as they were cutting down some trees, along with another rumor with a suspicious person that has been going in and out of this dilapidated mansion. With this newfound info from the shopkeeper's rumors, it keeps Kyoka on his toes as Mio and Kyoka find a romantic spot where the sun is setting. And so once more, Kyoka apologizes for losing his composure, but Mio is insistent that she won't let her past define her and will do everything she can to get along with his mother, as Kyoka is certain that his mother will continue saying degrading things about her. Gross. Both return to the Kudo villa after a long day of travel and fighting with Mother Demon Teresa. Unfortunately, Fuyu will not be participating in having dinner with them. And here Mio notices that there's only one bed! This must be one of the most overused romance tropes ever, but every character handles this situation quite a bit differently. With their face blush red, and your boy's face about to be blush red with some sake intake. Did you just shriek? The thought of late night body heat to body heat action was just too much for your girl, and she rushes out the door to leave Kyoka tipsy and with blue balls. It switches to a tense scene to end the episode with Prince Takahito bringing in Usuba Arata and Okaido Masashi. Prince Takahito entrusts Arata as the new head of the Usubas to help lead their family into a new era. But with their future up in the air due to the ability of Dream Sight, Prince Takahito makes it known that the future of their nation is really gonna be up to Arata to help protect Mio and her ability, as it's its role anyways. But with that said, much of the future is reliant on whatever Dream Sight does and whatever that comes for it. With a stern calmness, but with words of uncertainty, Prince Takahito senses that a calamity is coming. Like in season 1, season 2 plays off the same themes of interfamilial conflict from an interpersonal aspect of Mio going through her trauma after her mother died and finally being able to awaken her dream sight ability. The familial conflict switches from the immediate family and ones with her stepmother and stepsister into the in-laws, and more specifically, Kyoka's mother, Uyu. Like Prince Takahito's father, trying to control the ability of the dream sight ability by any means possible, even by underhanded means, it still looks like that ability is still centered around the entire main plot. Using the dream sight ability from anywhere from manipulating people and their memories to just straight up yeeting people in their dreams. This power, especially mixing it with the Kudo family power, is going to naturally continually put a target on Mio's back. So any other powerful family or just anyone really that wants power and especially knows about Mio, it just becomes a very, very dangerous scenario. That means as Arata's role as the head of the Usubas and the Usuba family in general always needing to be the ones to protect the person with the dream sight ability, it just makes his role not only from a romance standpoint NTR, but it threatens the actual fabric of the power structure of how their world currently works. As the dream sight ability, it could just literally do way too much. It might be too powerful of an ability. I'm not too sure how I feel about this. So Arata's role as protecting the dream sight ability and Prince Takahito making it especially known that Arata, the future is literally in your hands. That is such a weight on your shoulders that it's going to be interesting to see how Mio and Kudo can be protected and what Arata can actually do to help protect them. So overall, while the story is cute and rewarding, in Mio building a positive bond with characters like Hazuki and slowly progressing a little bit more and more romantically with Kyoka, the story still hinges on the same things as in season 1 that got us here, like the familial hierarchical conflict and like the dream sight ability being the cause of all the major plots in the show. This was a really good episode that literally sets up the premise perfectly, as I'm really excited to see what mysterious entities are out there and what their true goal really is. So yeah guys, let me know what you guys thought about My Happy Marriage Season 2 Episode 1, and do me a favor guys, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already, check out my blog at otakusen.com, and I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you guys on the next video.